Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and quickly installing the JMS PedalMax Terrain Drive-by-Wire Throttle Enhancement Device for the 19 and newer Ram 1500, excluding the Eco Diesel. You should be checking this out if you're looking for a quick way to increase your throttle response and acceleration with a device that gives you the option to alter how responsive it actually is. Now this device and other devices like it, throttle enhancement devices, in no way alter horsepower and torque. It's simply going to either reduce or completely eliminate the drive-by-wire delay. Now the drive-by-wire delay is essentially the delay in time between hitting the gas pedal and your throttle body opening up and your truck getting going off the line. As you know, it gets a little bit sluggish, especially from the factory, and especially after adding larger wheels and tires like we have here on our 19 Ram. That can really slow down the way that this thing accelerates. This is going to reduce and again even eliminate, depending on the setting you have it, making it a lot more peppy. Now if you're looking to get off the line a lot quicker without having to spend big bucks on a custom tune, that gets a little bit messy. This can be a lot easier. All this does, it plugs right into your pedal harness, replaces it with this device here, and it comes with this convenient remote that you have access to within arm's reach of the driver's seat. You can actively alter that drive-by-wire delay by just quickly turning this knob. Now the nice thing about this knob is it's got a lot of different settings and you can adjust it all in between those settings. It goes up to 50, up to 100, so you can completely remove the delay for full out throttle response and acceleration. You could even go the opposite way and go down to -50. Now -50 is actually going to add to the delay, making your vehicle a little bit less responsive. That might be helpful with long road trips if you're looking to keep fuel economy in mind. It's not going to be injecting as much fuel. It can dial back the acceleration and throttle response. It's also useful if you're handing your keys off to, say, valet. If you don't want them to have access to all of that throttle response and acceleration, you can dial that back so they're only limited there. It's good also if you're teaching kids how to drive. If you want to dial that back and make sure that you're just getting the scope of how driving feels, they don't really want to have all that acceleration at the pedal. Now this particular device here gives you the option to either screw it into a fixed position on the dash, or you can use the Velcro strips included in the kit. That way if you ever want to remove it, tuck it away, you can do so just by pulling it straight off of that Velcro, but leaving that little Velcro strip there. Now the nice thing is we have that dark black interior, so the Velcro really does blend in with the dashboard, so it doesn't really stick out like a sore thumb, and then whenever you want to put it back, you can just Velcro it back on. So that's really convenient there. It also has a device, the physical device, that you'll tuck up under the dashboard and you can zip tie it back if you'd like. It also shows any data or warning lights there. If there were any alterations made with the device itself, you can read that right on the box. Now this guy here is going to run you right around 350 bucks. Install is going to get 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Anybody can install this in 5 minutes or less in the driveway at home. Obviously, it can add a little bit more time if you want to fix it into the dashboard there using a couple of screws, which are included in the kit, but it's either way extremely, extremely simple. We chose to put it here on the left, sort of right next to our air vent, just above our headlights, just because it's super easy to access and you can't really see it from other places in the vehicle, so it's not sticking out like a sore thumb. You can put it a little bit lower on the other side, right above the PRND knob if you're looking to do that. You can put it really wherever you'd like. With that said, guys, I'm going to show you the entire process. Let's get started. First step, climb onto your driver's side dashboard here. You want to take a look at your gas pedal. Follow the gas pedal all the way up till you see this black connector. On the front, there's a couple of ribs on each side. That you're actually going to pinch and pull out to unlock it and pop that connector straight off. Take your new JMS PedalMax, plug that connector in to the female side of the wiring harness on the back. That'll seat right in, it'll click, close it down to lock it in place. Grab the other end and plug it into that factory spot. Now, I know it's really tough to see here, but you're just gonna seat that back down to where the original one was, push it down and make sure it clicks, and then close the brown connector to lock it in place. Now we can plug our controller in to these 2 wires coming off of that connector. This one here is just closed off, we don't need that guy, we need this connector here. Grab the male end of the controller connector, clip that guy in. Now, if you want to, you can grab the zip ties included in the kit and zip tie this stuff back. Next step here, we're going to feed our controller up and mount it on our dashboard within arm's reach of the driver's seat. Now, you can put this anywhere. I'm going to put it right here. Now, it does come with a Velcro 3M, so you can pop it up, stick it on, and then peel it off when you want to, if you want to tuck it away or if you want to remove it, and make sure that the Velcro is still there so you can put it back if you'd like. Or if you want a more permanent solution, there are 2 open holes and you can screw it into the dash for the guys who don't mind making permanent modifications like that. I'm going to use the Velcro approach here. So what I'm gonna do first is go under the steering wheel to this section here. You can see that little cutout. This guy actually pops down really easily. Just pinch and pop it down just like that. That's gonna give us access to feed the controller up. So if you go underneath, you can feed that guy through, go in here, and pull it through the rest of the way. Now I'm gonna recommend pulling it up through this little opening, and then you're gonna basically feed it up through. At this point, you can just pull all the excess wiring in so that can get tucked into this little cubby hole. Boom, just make sure the wiring doesn't get pinched when you shut it, just like that. All right, pull a little bit more through, just enough. And I'm gonna mount mine here. At this point, I recommend peeling off the back of the 3M on the Velcro and stick it on the back of the unit. Put pressure on there so it makes a really good bond. Pick a clean spot on the dashboard, and if you have to, you can use alcohol wipes or something similar to clean it off. You don't want to use detailer. Detailer will make sure that the 3M does not stick, the opposite of what you want. So make sure you're cleaning it off with something like alcohol or soap and water. At that point, peel off the backing on the other side, square it up to where you want, put pressure, and you're good to go. Make sure all excess wiring is tucked up and out of the way of the pedals. You don't want anything getting caught on the pedals. And then at that point, guys, you're good to go. And of course, if you set it on 0, that's your stock mode. All the way up at 100 is full throttle response. Back down to -50 is gonna reduce your throttle response. Great for like valet mode, if you're handing the keys off to the kids, something like that. But that's as easy as it is. You can alternate this between the settings while you're driving actively, and it will actively respond. But at that point, guys, you're good to go. That's gonna wrap up my review and install for the JMS Pedalmax Terrain Drive-by-Wire Throttle Response Controller, available for the 19 and newer Ram 1500, excluding the EcoDiesel. Get yours right here at AmericanTrucks.com.